Hello, my lovelies. So you're getting a voiceover because my mom called me right before I started doing this. And yeah. So, any hoodles, we are trying magazine curls. Oh, I have a Restoration Hardware catalog that I got for no flipping reason whatsoever. So, rather than throw it out, I decided that we would recycle it and make curlers out of the pages. You just rip pages out. You need to use the glossy mag instead of like newspaper, because newspaper would just soak up all the water, and this at least has a little bit of, you know, gloss on it. You're also going to need bobby pins. I actually use both long ones and short ones. Long ones for the top, short ones for the bottom. And basically, you're going to make your own curlers out of sheets of magazine. You just roll them up. How big you roll them should determine how big your curls are. I don't know. Whatever. I just kind of did it. Now let's watch me decide if I should part my hair or not, which I did not because I was doing a half up, so it didn't matter. All right. So, you do want to determine which direction your curls are going to go. At first, I had mine coming towards my face, but I don't really like that. So I flipped it around to the other way so it will go away from my face. My hair was mostly dry, but I did redampen the ends, especially because, you know, I'm not using any product. I am just curling them up. A little bit different about this setting style is usually when we go for curls, we start from the bottom and roll up. But this, you go the opposite way and you start from the top and roll down. Think of it as doing a rag curl. You know how we go around the scarf, so we get these big spirals. That was what I was going for. So I started from the top and rolled down. The biggest problem by doing this, there were a couple actually. One, you want to make sure you leave a little bit at the top that you will be able to fold over and secure, because these things will come undone if they're not secured on both ends. The second thing is making sure that you really get your hair around the best way possible, because on a few of mine, I ran out of magazine before I ran out of hair, so I kind of had to roll them. The ends of them were a little thick because I had to roll around a few times towards the bottom. Not on every curl, but a few of them in the back were like that. And the other thing that was kind of difficult was what to do with your ends, because they did not want to stay tucked in very well. I tried to tuck them in as best as I could, and then I folded the magazine up over the ends and made like a little tab, and then I slid my bobby pin on. Originally, I was going to use the long bobby pins, but I realized it would be extremely difficult to sleep with those big suckers just poking into my head and my neck. So I used the smaller bobbies on the ends. I did use the Sally brand bobby pins, the Mega whatever they're called, because they hold their shape so much better than like a Goody brand bobby pin. So yes. So I don't show you me folding over the top and securing it, because I didn't realize I'd need to do that till after I had them in. A few of them in, and they had started to come unraveled. So yeah, fold the top over and add a big bobby in the top. So here's what it looks like, all done up. Cross your fingers that it turns out nice. Oh, how long did it take? It took me approximately 40 minutes to put this up, so it takes a little time. So yeah, just so you know, that's how long I was talking to my mom. Any hoodles, let's transition. Doodly-doo, 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 doodly-doo. All right, sorry about the voiceover. My mom called, you know how it is. So this is the state. The thing I really detested about this is I could not figure out how to put a scarf over this mess to keep it from getting all frazzled. So it's frazzled and squished. This, of everything I've tried so far, this was definitely the worst thing to sleep on. This was so uncomfortable. Just so you know, if you were curious, this was definitely the worst thing I've slept on. or attempted to sleep on. So we're going to take out all the pins and pieces of magazine and see. Ooh, this is how good the Sally's pins are at holding their shape. As you see, I've got them on the bottoms, right? Look, it popped right back to shape. That's why I tell you guys to get these Metagrip bobby pins. This is what the boxes look like now. From Sally's. Seriously, although I will say I really miss the old boxes, which look like this. The metal boxes, I miss. Now they're these cardboard things, but whatever. Any hoodles. Let me take down all of these things and see. This is going to be a bit of a... I'm going to try and be very careful with the takedown because I have a lot of hairs attached to other curls because I couldn't put the scarf around, and yeah, we'll see. Try to. There we go. Well, that's a curl though, isn't it? That is like a rag curl. Only one at a time. Woo! Sorry, I got a little dizzy. No, I'm not drunk. It's early in the morning for me. Just happens. Vertigo. So let me take this down. All of this, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, back in this. Alright, I'm only 3 in during takedown, and something really freaking weird has happened. So you saw the first curl is a total Shirley Temple type rag curl. The next two are like, this one is half rag curl and half waves. This one is all waves, and I swear I put them all up the same way. Or waves until we get to the end where it does this really bizarre rag curl business. This is bizarre. So I wonder if this one did not get squished and then this one got squished. So now it's doing that. I have no idea. Okay, back to takedown. I just wanted to show you that I've got some funky texture happening. Yay. Back. Well, we definitely got curl. My bangs are still being weird. Just go, there we go. We definitely, but they're all different shapes. And then like this one in the back is just sadness, right? This one is so tight. This one is definitely went a little square on the edges. Some of them are rag curls. Some of them are just waves. Some of them are half wave, half rag curl on the bottom. It's definitely texture though. Do I think this will last? Oh yeah, and as you can see, I definitely got it up much further than any of the other methods really we've tried, unless I had just French braided it. But you see that one curl's really much longer than the others, but alright, so now is the portion of the program where I pull these apart. But I would say this was successful. I would also say really, really pay attention to how you're putting them up. Oh look, we already separated one. The only thing with using the magazines is they really don't keep their shape kind of thing. Like I tried rolling in a circle, but they just got flat. Kind of thing. Here are our curlers, as it were, which I can now throw away. And hey, if you get those silly magazines, catalogs or what have you, I'm going to be very gentle. Actually, where's my oil? Where's my oil? I'm putting oil on my fingers to keep this from frizzing on me. Oh, BT Dubs. Where did I learn about oil on the fingers to keep things from frizzing? Natural 85. She's one of the girls that I watch. She has natural hair. She's got a lot of really good hair tutorials, you guys, for those of you with natural curls or natural hair. She has beautiful hair. I love natural hair, you guys. I know that some of you be like, you're a white girl, shut up. Which, okay, granted. But it doesn't mean I can't also love the texture and the curls of, you know, natural or afro type hair. I think it's beautiful. I mean, I really think it's beautiful. I have noticed a lot of women in where I live have started growing out their natural hair. It just makes me so happy. There's one girl that works at my Walmart that I always make it a point, if she's working, that I go through her line and then we talk about hair. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I guess that's on my mind because of curls and because Natural 85 is the one. Remember, I couldn't remember who told me about the oil. It was her. I was watching one of her videos that I learned about that and was like, oh, that's a good idea. It really is. It works great. So I'm trying to pull the curls apart on this side so we can have a look-see of how it looks. I'm not going to brush these. I'm just gently pulling apart. Gently. Sometimes it loves itself. Don't be all shredded and gross. Okay, so that is the pulled apart side. It's a lot of weird textures going on. I kind of actually wish it was all more like this, which I probably could have got with just braid waves, but whatever. So we have that. And as you can see, my hair is classic length, which means it is down to here. It's almost fingertip length again. So that took up a foot. So I'd say that was a success. Okay, so we can say that that definitely worked. Yes? Yes. And I do believe that come Monday, there will still be curls and texture in this mess. Because, yeah, this was successful. It would probably require a little more trial and error. My tips. This was really difficult to sleep on. So what I would say is, if you have something fancy to go to, which I imagine is probably why you want some curls in your hair, what I would do is just go ahead and wash your hair the night before. Don't worry about it. Just let it air dry or whatever. Or you can just go to sleep with it damp, perhaps. And then the next day, dampen it. Put it up in these things early in the morning, and then just kind of go about your day. And then before you go to your special event, take it down, because the one nice thing about using the magazine paper as curlers is I think it'll dry fairly fast, because this, trying to sleep on this mess was not cool. So, you know, if you do it early in the morning, by evening it should be dry enough. So that's what it looks like. Still a little frizzy at the ends, I gotta say. That was the hardest thing with this, putting this up, was the ends, because since you start at the top, the ends are just kind of, you know what I mean? So, they were sometimes hard to keep in the folds, and they kept wanting to pop out, so the ends look a little suspect, I have to say. I mean, they're still curled, but they're a little more raggedy than is my preference. But that's okay. So I'd say this was a success. Now let me figure out some way to make this pretty. Ha! Alright, tune in tomorrow for whatever half up. Yep, half up. I'm gonna magically figure out what to do with this. Woo! Alright guys, I'll see you then. I love you. Bye.